And outside of Africa, Americans are voting in one of the most divisive presidential polls in decades, pitting incumbent Republican Donald Trump against Democrat Joe Biden. Polls have opened in the east of the country after a long campaign amid the COVID-19 pandemic. More than 100 million people have already cast their ballots in early voting, putting the country on course for its highest turnout in a century. Both rivals spent the final hours of the race rallying in key swing states.
Well, I voted for Biden this year. I usually consider myself more conservative, but I think this time around I've definitely had to take a step back and look at the candidates each individually versus just voting for the party that I normally do. So this year I think was different for many people in that way, at least people that I've talked about it with.
I voted for Trump, and I didn't vote for Trump last time, but I felt cornered into it this time because of the way our nation is right now. And the Democrats wouldn't take a stance on not packing the Supreme Court and adding more justices, and they talked about adding, more states and things, and so it forced my hand, where I didn't vote for him last time.
I voted for Donald Trump because I like the policies that he's doing. I am especially very proud of the 400 miles of wall that he has built along the southern border and how it has stemmed the flow of human trafficking and narcotics that have been killing our people.
So I voted for Biden. I don't know, kind of lesser of two evils for me. Trump seems like he doesn't really care as much in office and doesn't necessarily care about being president, but more just like having the title.
The president voted for Biden and Kamala Harris because I think that that's just the best option for our country. I think that the people in our country deserve someone who is going to respect them more than the other candidate, at least.
Me, the most important issues are health care and a true stable economy, not an illusion of a stable economy. I'm an accountant. And so I understand the difference between real economic growth and pretend economic growth. It is very difficult to say economically we've grown when our deficit is higher than it has ever been.
Quite diverse opinions there. Right, to bring us up to speed with the situation now in America, we have joining us Monica Omorodion. Thank you for joining us, Monica.
Hi, how are you?
I am well. How are you holding up there?
We're surviving. This is the most exciting election yet. So I can't wait to see how it comes out.
All right. Now, COVID-19 has almost overshadowed the election campaign. What has voters' turnout been like where you are?
I mean, it's fine. I mean, I think the story about the COVID is scaring everybody not to go out and vote. But a lot of people did vote by mail, and some of us voted in person. I personally just voted this morning, and the line was fine. It wasn't as crowded as like in the cities. I don't live in a city, so it's a little bit different.
All right. There are also reports, Monica, of some businesses bracing up for post-election violence. Tell us more about that.
This is the worst year that I've ever seen. Both parties hate each other so much. Some people want Trump to win, some wants Biden. But because, like I said, of the way the election is conducted this time, normally in a typical election, we know who wins at the end of this, at the end of tonight. But right now, there are mail-in votes. There are people, walking in. So there's trouble with everyone. And you guys need to pray for America because right now, nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen. And a lot of people, mostly the Black Lives Matter, Antifa, and the other people have been destroying the country because, they're feeling that they've been neglected for a lot of different reasons. So there's been a lot of destruction of properties, destruction of businesses. And so that's why they're boarding up. People don't know what will happen. But we're praying that everything calms down and whoever wins, wins,
Yeah, whoever wins, wins. Indeed. Nobody knows what will happen. Now, what are the indices that may swing the win in favor of the current president? And also, what do you think may help former vice president win? We don't know who's going to be the winner, but what are your thoughts?
From my own perspective, I'm a business owner. I own an insurance company, and the economy has been so good for people like me. until COVID came. So I personally think the president has been doing a very fantastic job helping the economy and making us feel more proud, but some people would think differently. So it depends on the perspective of who you're talking to. When it comes to me, I liked what I've been, given. And some people don't like it. Some people feel like they don't like the president. Everybody has their own. That's why this is a free country. Everybody has their own reasons why they're voting for the other person. I personally am leaning on the current president, and I hope that he wins. But if he doesn't win, I'll support the president that wins.
What are you most hopeful for during this time in America, even as you continue voting and wait for who becomes the next president of America?
Peace, and I want the economy to keep going up because there was a lot of confidence. A lot of black businesses have been, so many businesses have been, forming. Homeowners, people are buying properties. The confidence has been so good, if not for COVID. So I pray when COVID eventually goes away, I hope it goes away. When it goes away, that we get back to our normal lives and just keep doing well. Keep doing well because a lot of people aren't doing well. Minimum wage has gone up. A lot of people, there's a lot of jobs, and it's hard to find employees. And hopefully things just keep getting better when COVID goes away, because that's the number one hindrance that's holding America right now, COVID.
Hello, hope you enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the notification button so you get notified about fresh news updates.